Hi, I'm Jeremy Rochester from Xplorer Fly Fishing, and what we're going to do today is just give you a little bit of advice and instructional details on how to put a tube together and the safety features on the tube, making sure it's inflated correctly and you've set the tube up in the right way when you're on the water and you've got peace of mind. So yeah, let's run through that quickly and show you guys how to assemble the Journey V boat. So you've just purchased your new Xplorer Journey V boat. So what we're going to do is just show you how to put this through together. There are a couple of things that just need to be explained to you. What happens is the casing comes with the bladders intact, with the valve systems in the pockets all ready for inflation. So all you do is just roll that tube out, and what we got a couple of things is some foam blocks that come with your tube. These are not packing material and do not get thrown away. These are your seats. So you have two square bases and a backrest system that goes into the backrest. So do not throw these away. They are your seat. It is not packaging material. All right, I'm going to start with the back. I'm just going to put the back in. Basically, you've got the arch on the top of it, and that goes up into the top of the seat. It just slides in. It's quite easy, no effort at all, and that slides in there. Then what I'm going to do is take the base blocks. There are two of them. Now it's very important how you put these in. You do not want to put them in long ways that way. You want to put them in flat that way. The reason for that is when you sit on the seat, you don't want the seat hinging in the middle. You want it sitting flat and the foam back to back. So those are easy to get in. Again, just push those through into the housing where they sit in there. Just the two blocks and in. What you're going to notice on the back here is some clips and some straps that come out on the bottom. These are to pull on the back and cover the seat and hold the seat in an upright position. Quick and easy. So when packing the tube away, very important, if you are going to pack it away and you're not going to leave it inflated, is to take the foams out the tube. They do hold water. It is a part of the tube that the water flows into, so important to take those out, otherwise you're going to get rotting in the case, and you don't want dry rot with these sort of things. Packing them away and keep them packed away, I sort of like to keep mine semi-inflated, and I like to hang it on the wall. Obviously you do not want to travel with altitude with a tube that's blown up. If you're going to travel with altitude and climb altitude, your air in the pontoons is going to expand, and from that you've got a good chance of popping them and tearing the casing. We do oversize the bladders in the tube for a reason. That oversized bladder is so you don't have too much overinflation on them and pop the bladders. There are a couple other parts that come with the boat. There's a line tray which you need to put together. There are two poles. These form the base of the line tray, so you need to put those together and then slide them into the housing on the tube, and then that would be your line tray to keep it sturdy. You'll notice on the ends there is an angle cut off, and that's so they slide into the bladder and don't put too much pressure onto the bladder. So that's your line tray. What else also comes with the boat is a repair kit. You've got a Quadura patches and also the tarpaulin patch for the bottom if you happen to tear that. There's also a tool in here which is used to take the bladders out if you need to take them out. You shouldn't have to take them out, but a key comes if you do puncture your bladder, and that's just to unscrew the valve systems, the summit valves, and get the valves out so you can take the tubing out of the casing. Other things that it comes with is an adapter, a summit valve adapter for inflation. That basically just fits into the summit valve, turns, clips in, and easy access for either a hand pump, a double action hand pump. I still prefer the lazy man's way of a compressor. Quick and easy with a compressor, and it's easy to inflate them. So I'm just going to run through the inflation side with you guys, how to inflate it and what sort of pressure you want to inflate the tube to. Very important not to overinflate it. Other things to take into consideration with inflating the tube is you've got to look at your outside temperatures. on a hot day, if you pump that tube up hard, and the hotter it gets, the more the air is going to expand in those tubes, and then you've got a chance of popping bladders and cases. So very important to pump the tube to the right pressure. What I normally suggest to people is, if you can't blow a breath of air in by mouth, the tube is too hard. You've overinflated it. So just make sure you've got that little bit of leeway. Obviously, if it's a hot day and you pump it up and it gets cold, the tube might deflate slightly. That's going to happen just on temperature. Also, with the altitude, traveling with altitude, if you pump this up in a low altitude at sea level and you travel up from the coast up to the Midlands to come fishing, that's going to expand their air in it. You've got a good chance of them exploding and popping the casing too. So rather inflate it at the dam, or if you are traveling with it, just a light bit of air in it to form its shape, and then when you travel it should be fine. It shouldn't overinflate. Right, inflation, what we're going to do is I'm just going to pump it up with a compressor. The summit valve, easy to get in here. The valve system sits in the pocket. What you'll find is a spring valve system in the summit valve. If the valve is pushed down and locked, when you pump it up and you take off the device you're using to pump it up, what's going to happen is the tube's going to deflate straight away. So when pumping it up, make sure you push that key down and let that spring pop up again. So now when you're blowing it up, it's running against more pressure to pump it up, but when you take off the valve, it's not going to leak all the air out. So just make sure that spring is up. Both the Journey models, the Deluxe and the standard Journey, come with a foam seat system. We do have optional extras of air seats, which these pack away nice and small. So if you do have a vehicle where you're lacking space, a lot of people like to go to the air seats. The tube then does fold up a lot smaller and you don't have the foam box. So those fit in exactly the same way as your foam seats would. And then obviously you can deflate those and the tube's going to pack away a lot smaller for travel. Some people prefer the air seats. I still prefer the foams, but if you've got the space, then yeah, you can have the blocks in there, or as I say, these are optional extras. They do not come with the tubes at all. All our Xplorer V boats come with a 3-year limited warranty. That's a factory warranty for defects, not abuse on the tube. Very important. To register your tube, it comes with a registration card. You can either post to us or you can go online and register the tube. Each tube has its own serial number, casing wise and bladder wise. So we know when the tube was bought in and when it's been moved off. So all those come. Very important, get that warranty into us with all your details to register your warranty on the tube. Each boat comes with an instruction manual on it. So if you have any questions, have a look at that manual. Everything is in here on how to inflate it and all the accessories the boat comes with. We do have a lot of other accessories, float tube accessories available through Xplorer. So if you have a look on our website, and anchors, nets, anchor bags, any accessories you're looking for, float tubing, waders, fins, everything's available there. So have a look at our website, www.xplorerflyfishing, and yeah, give us a call if you need any help.